But the Sharks are circling. We've got a front page where Andrew Hastie is basically doing the numbers for his leadership tilt on the front page.
Does Sussan Ley survive the week?
Look, she'll survive this week, Ben, because there's no party room meeting this week. So but whether she survives next week when all the politicians return to Canberra for the final sitting week of the year is a whole other question. Definitely the would-be challengers, Angus Taylor and Andrew Hastie, and their supporters sort of say, oh, not yet, not this side of Christmas. But they obviously had another dreadful poll out today, a different pollster from the news poll a couple of weeks ago. Today's was Redbridge, published in the Financial Review, but showing the same thing, that the coalition primary vote has plummeted to 24%, and it's basically bleeding votes to its right flank to One Nation. So not good news for Sussan Ley. Her standing as preferred Prime Minister was down to just 10 points. Look, I think it has been lower for an opposition before. I think it's dropped into single digits from Brendan Nelson, who people don't even remember was opposition leader. That happened so quickly. So I think it probably is an open question whether she survives next week. But definitely, I mean, the way people are talking within the party, it's not a matter of if she gets replaced as leader, it's when.
Year 12 leavers is about to kick off around the country, and WA Police have targeted the southwest of the state in a bid to stop drugs and violence ruining the annual student celebration. Crime reporter Caleb Runciman joins me in the studio now. Caleb, can you give us an idea of the busts that WA Police made last week?
So it was across 3 days last week, Ben. I'll list off some of the drugs that police seized. 100 grams of heroin, 70 grams of cannabis, 20 grams of cocaine, 40 grams of methamphetamine, and more than $350,000 in cash seized across 9 search warrants conducted in the southwest. That comes about a week before we're going to see hundreds, possibly thousands of young adults rush down to Dunsborough and Busselton for, their annual Leavers celebrations. Police have conducted this operation in a bid to try and stop any, drug use at these events. They are drug-free, they are alcohol-free, but we do know that young people with their newfound freedom often turn to these things. So police are trying their very best to kind of stop it when they can.
And is it also about sending a message to toolies and adults who are looking to target kids that it's not going to be tolerated and the police will have a pretty heavy presence down there? Totally.
I mean, police are appealing for anyone with information about drug use, drug distribution in these areas to dob them in. Police also seized a sawn-off shotgun in the southwest. So it goes to show that there are some legitimate criminals hanging around these areas. But it seems like at least 6 people have been charged with about 27 offences. So they're before the courts now. We obviously don't know how big the drug rings are down there. So to any young people who are heading down there, don't take drugs. Don't accept drugs, don't buy drugs, you don't know what's in them. And obviously that same messaging is coming out from police in the coming days to drive safe when you're heading down there. We know these roads are dangerous. We know young people often make silly decisions, but these silly decisions can at times harm you or others.